What's up, everybody? Celtic Scare here, back with our video to get those 10s and 20 views. Kind of had a slightly interesting day. Woke up 5 minutes before I had to be at work. Only 7 minutes late. I think that's not bad. Uh, went firing a firearm for the first time ever with my old man. Um, I'd never missed the paper. Not bad for first time ever. But you're not here for me talk about firearms. Oh, first off, big shout out to Range 129. I will put the link to their place down there if you're actually a local person who wants to try your hand at a couple of I'm not saying it on YouTube because I don't need them mad at me when I'm not making money yet. So but yeah. Shout out to them. I mean my dad to go there and shoot some targets. But enough of that, let's get to the real reason why here. It's Thursday. It's the final week of the season. I will touch on a few things when I get to said games. But yeah. Let's get to this. Last week, I went a very, very good 12-3. Missed the Panthers, missed the Titans, and I missed the Bucks. Not bad. Not bad. I was hopeful for my team doing well. That brings my season total to 146 and 109. Granted, I could be missing numbers just for the fact that, I'm doing the math solo, so who knows. But no Thursday night game. We do have two Saturday night games. First one being the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on, I think my hands are wrong. Yep. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tomlin, once again, can say he does not have a losing record. But he will lose the last game of the season and potentially miss the playoffs. Hold on, let me quick Google search.
A few moments later.
Okay. So, yes, Pittsburgh to clinch the playoffs would need a win plus either Buffalo loss, Jacksonville loss, or tie. A Houston Jacksonville loss. If Pittsburgh ties plus Jacksonville loses plus Houston doesn't end in a tie. But I said they lost. There is a chance they still get in. They would need in this scenario with me taking Baltimore,
What
Pittsburgh.
Don't touch my things, gross. Janice, when you bundle your home.
I love how I have that muted and it still pops up. So yes, in my scenario where Baltimore wins, Pittsburgh can still clinch the playoffs if Jacksonville loses, Denver wins, and Houston and Indianapolis just doesn't end in a tie. Nope, I have that. That's not going to happen. So yeah, Steelers will miss the playoffs at the hands of their arch rivals, the Ravens. Next up, we got the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I am looking for this. I picked. And unfortunately, I am eliminating the Houston Texans because I'm taking the Colts. Houston need both playoff things they need to win. Colts need they can clinch the AFC South with a win and a Jacksonville loss or tie, or Indy tie and Jacksonville loss. They clinch the playoff berth with just a solo win. So, congratulations, Colts! I have you making the playoffs without your starting quarterback. So, we skipped the Panthers game, which just based off that number should be. Yep, it is the cheapest game of the week. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, and I am going to look. Nothing for those guys. So yeah, this game's just straight up Cleveland. They're playing great football. Joe Flacco is just rolling. Bengals without Burrow, I don't think will manage to keep up with this defense. Pull up the NFC. I have to alternate because now we got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. And I am taking Detroit, which eliminates the Vikings from playoff contention. So there is that. Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. I do believe that Jacksonville wins the South with a win, and Pittsburgh lost, Denver lost, yes. But that doesn't matter because I have Jacksonville actually winning. They will win the NFC South at our second cheapest game of $19. Next up, the game is I know I don't need to look up the stats for. It is the New Jersey Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Patriots should lose, need to lose so they can get a better draft pick. I'm going Jets just on that one. Now we need to. I'm literally having to switch back and forth to look this stuff up. Now, productivity. We have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. The Falcons get in with a win and a Tampa loss. The Saints get in with Saints win, Tampa lose, or tie. The Saints win the South. New Orleans with Seattle and Seattle plus Green Bay losing. Yeah, I am actually. Did I not pick this game? I apparently did not pick this game. I am taking New Orleans, but based off everything else, they are also going to be eliminated from the playoffs. Next up, the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'm pretty sure it's Green Bay is I am taking the Packers to win, which will make them in the playoffs. But if they don't win, if they tie, they are a chance. Or Minnesota loses plus Seattle loses. They need a lot of stuff to happen. So just them winning will get them in the Packers. So there you go. A game with nothing on the line. The Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. I am taking the Raiders. They have been playing very good football as of late. They should rehire this interim head coach. And I can literally see the desktop making sound, but I had muted it because, heaven forbid I don't want to listen to something as I'm doing a video. Just saying. Then we got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. I'm pretty sure. Philly can clinch the East with a win and a Dallas tie. I am going Eagles. I did think that they had enough to beat them last time, but this game could be scary for the Eagles because they have not been playing well. You lost to the Cardinals. Speaking of which, we got the Seattle Seahawks taking on those Arizona Cardinals. Seattle needs help. A win plus a Green Bay loss. Which I already said Green Bay's losing, but I do have the the Seahawks finishing the year off with a win, but missing the playoffs. Then we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Diego Chargers. Easiest game of the week to call. Chiefs. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the 49ers. I do believe the Rams are already in the playoffs. Yeah, the Rams are already in the playoffs. And thanks to some shenanigans, Niners clinched number one. I am going Niners on the win here. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Commanders. A Dallas win and they clinched the East, and I want to say the number 2 spot. With that final play that cost the Lions the game. I'm just using that. I'm throwing it underneath the Dallas one. I know I already did the Lions playing, but yes, they called that. Yes, they said 70, not 68. 68 did report, but he was actually covered by a wide receiver, so he could not catch the ball legally as go down the field. So it should have been a legal man downfield. I hate the fact that the lineman has to report. I don't think they should have to. I think the ref should just go, well, he's the last guy on the line, so he obviously can go. But yeah, so the ref screwed the Giants. Yes. Ref could have called him for legal man outfield. He's covered. So it's a wash. And if I didn't say they're playing the Washington Commanders, but Cowboys are going to kind of build some momentum going to the playoffs. And then.
No, and then. That's all I want.
And then?
We got, make sure there's not like some weird. Okay. And we got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins clinched the East with a win. Gotcha. Who can take it from Buffalo convinced. So this is a winner takes all for the AFC East. So Buffalo wins their in situation, or Pittsburgh loss, or Jacksonville loss, or Houston loss, or tie. Which I have none of those happen. So Buffalo needs to win, and I have those Buffalo Bills winning. Congratulations, everybody! There is one game left to kind of decide what's going to happen. The last spot in the NFC, and that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on my beloved Carolina Panthers. I'm just going to start this off. Bucs win. Congratulations, you're in the playoffs. Go away, Buffalo, go. Panthers. What happened? We looked so good against the Green Bay Packers that I was confident. I was willing to put money down that we would have just won the game outright. No Trevor Lawrence. We had our best offensive game of the year. And what you give me? Nothing. I get it. Eddie Pinheiro hurt. Couldn't kick field goals. We still couldn't get in the end zone. So what the hell happened? Oh, and everyone who's freaking out that David Tepper throw a beer at the guy, saying it's unprofessional, yada yada yada. Treat him like the fans. I can find this clip. Hopefully I found this clip of the Eagles fans just pelting Niners fans. I think it's Niners fans with beer, and no one was fine. Do I think it's a slightly senseless, pissed off move? Yes. Should he be fined? Yes. Should he not be allowed to attend the final home game? Sure. Why not? People want him fired or forced to sell team. You're just stupid. Like, you auto hate this guy because he's not making decisions you want to make. So it's like, now, hopefully, with all this being said and done, he can learn. He can grow. He can take a step back and say, I'm going to hire the guys and try to not be the center of attention. That would be great. But that's all I have, and I will see you weird people later.